It is time now for the PHL 5 o'clock news for this Wednesday evening, March 11th, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. 5 o'clock news at 9 there, and our top story at 5 o'clock here on this Wednesday evening here is Ferguson, Missouri Police Chief Thomas Jackson resigned Wednesday at Ferguson City Hall, source said. In Washington, House Oversight Committee Chairman Jason Chaffetz said on Wednesday that he was prepared to subpoena former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton to answer questions about her private email accounts. And Hillary Clinton also considered that nobody a presidential campaign should be signing onto a letter from Republicans about nuclear negotiations with Iraq. Citigroup Incorporated plans to return capital to shareholders, get the cleanest approval from the Federal Reserve among the top Wall Street banks 1 year after the firm failed its regulators' annual stress tests. In Miami Beach, Florida, a reporter shooting at the Miami Beach home of Grammy-winning rapper Lil Wayne was declared a hoax by police on Wednesday after a search found no evidence of victims or shots fired. In Paris for Hervé Montagnon, chief executive of the French trucking and logistics group Norbert Dentressangle, the Europe will steep plunge against the dollar could not be more welcome. In Jerusalem, the latest video posted by the Islamic State carries a chilling twist. It appears to show a young boy in camouflage fatigues taking aim with a handgun and pumping fatal shots into the man the extremist group calls an Israeli spy. Iraqi government and allied forces were in the center of Tikrit, Saddam Hussein's hometown, on Wednesday night, and after a surge against Islamic State of Iraq and Lama, Israel's jihadists all but liberated the city. Kerry blows up in Senate hearing and insists that this is not a speech as he casts GOP and for warning Iran's mullahs about a nuke deal that's not legally binding. A Black Hawk helicopter went down off the Florida Panhandle on a training mission Tuesday night as 11 U.S. Marines and U.S. Army soldiers were presumed lost, in which could be among the deadliest military training accidents in recent years. Oklahoma's flagship university continued its quest for the hill, and on Wednesday, while National Fraternity pressed its case that racist behavior is not race among its true gentlemen. In Washington, the government is taking the nation's biggest satellite TV provider to court, accusing DirecTV of misleading millions of customers and consumers about its cost of its programming. Wall Street bonuses rise to $20.5 billion, drops up for the first time since 2011. Ukrainian government bonds have been among the world's worst performing assets in the past year, but a recent rally could gather the pace after the International Monetary Fund on Wednesday approved a bailout package from the war-torn country. 1 quarter is into a public company's box can't quite hail on, as it is how to see how Wall Street reacts to a mixed initial earnings report. Endo International PLC offered by Salix Pharmaceuticals Limited for about $11 billion in cash and stock, trumping an agreed bid by Canada's Valiant Pharmaceuticals International Incorporated. Kelly Clarkson's inability to find anyone to sing with didn't stop the former American Idol winner for raking up her third #1 album by his Piece by Piece, Clark's first non-Christmas disc since 2011 debut atop the Billboard 200. Before she went on The Bachelor, Whitney Bishop worked as a fertility nurse in Chicago. Just because she's engaged to Chris Sauls and planning to move her to his Iowa hometown doesn't mean she has to give it up, she said. Top Gear host suspension shifts BBC's hit show into neutral. As every grade school kid will confirm, chameleons are special because they can change color, but how these little critters pull off their magic has always been a little fuzzy. The Milky Way galaxy may be bigger than thought. A new study suggested that in addition to increasing the size of our home galaxy, there's also evidence to confirm that our galaxy is a quadrant disk and not be a relatively flat plane. UK female military health worker has Ebola. While post-traumatic stress disorder has become highly stigmatized as a mental health condition within the armed forces, where soldiers often return home from battle with the debilitating condition and appears that not only may be soldiers be. A new study shows promises in improving memory in mice, and it could lead to new treatment of Alzheimer's disease. Okay, take a look at the stock market report here at 504. Dow Jones 17,635.39, down 27.55. S&P 500 2040.24, down 3.92. Nasdaq 49.94. Down 9.85. European markets here. DAX 11,805.99, up 305.61. FTSE 6721.31, up 18.67. And say 40, 49, 97.75, up 115.80. Asian markets are Nikkei 18,723.52, up 58.41. Shanghai 3291.48, up 5.41, and HSI 23,717.97, down 179.01. Oil markets 48.39, up 10 cents. Brent 37.91, up $1.52, and natural gas 2.823, up 91,000 a point. Gold markets here 1153.90, down 6.20. Silver 15.47, down 163,000 a point, and copper 2.60785, down 1.155 thousand a point. Bonds, US 10 year 2.1086%, down 19,000 a point. German 10 year 0.207%, up 3,000 a point, and Germany's 10 year 0.417%, down 5,000 a point. AFX bonds, European US dollar 1.0547, up 2,000 a point. US dollar Japanese yen 121.47, down 300 a point, and Great Britain pound US dollar 1.4927, up 2,000 a point. Okay, let us take a look at our commodities here. Look at the commodity reports here. Wheat, in the agriculture futures, wheat 4.99 up 5 3/4. Soybean 9.92 3/4 up 8 1/4. Corn 3.91 up 3. Sugar 13.14 up 12 cents, and coffee 1.31 3/4 down $3.30. Cotton 60.33 down 54 cents, and rough grass 10.735 up 215 thousand point, and cocoa 20.55 down 58. Livestock futures live cattle 156.15 up 1.40. Lean ox 63.475 down 2.5, and FD cattle 212.125 up 3.775. Okay, let us take a look at our New England Insulars here in East Hartford and Hartford, Connecticut. Possible jumper off the Buckley Bridge. Crews from both towns en route for search NFI at this time here. And take a look at our sports news here. The reminders are everywhere around every time as the Houston Rockets sold up for 4 days in Portland for the first time since they went sent in the offseason with the most disheartening defeats. The rebuilding effort is underway in Florham Park with the New York Jets' new general manager Mike McCagnon and new head coach Todd Bowles have settled in their offices there. The veteran wide receiver Andre Johnson signed a deal to join star quarterback Andrew Luck in Indianapolis. The team confirmed Wednesday as Andre Johnson also tweeted about his new home. He is an Indianapolis Colt. Actor Will Ferrell played with all 9 positions on Thursday and visits the 5 Cactus League games as part of a Cancer Writers project as Major League Baseball and HBO are teaming up on it. Tonight, the Boston Celtics will be at the TD Garden at 7:30 p.m. tonight, taking on the Memphis Grizzlies here. Peter Chell Newsom, 5:08. Time now for a travel report here on this Wednesday evening here. 120 on the southbound side. It is backed up from Route 1 in Norwood all the way up to Route 24 in Randolph due to an accident on Route 1 before Route 128 there in Norwood and Dedham. So expect some delays here. 120 on the southbound side is backed up after Route 28 in Randolph all the way down after the Braintree split. 120 on the northbound side is backed up from the Braintree split all the way up to Route 24 in Randolph here. 120 on the southbound side is also from Great Plains Avenue all the way before Route 109 in Westwood here. Southwest Expressway on the southbound side, it is backed up from Milton all the way down for the Braintree split. 95 on the southbound side, slow from Route 120 in Kenton all the way out to Kenton and Sheridan. 120 on the south 24 on the southbound side is backed up from Route 128 in Randolph before Route 139 in Randolph here. 120 on the southbound side. Nope. Route 3 on the southbound side is backed up from the Braintree split down before Route 18 in Weymouth here. Mass Pike on the eastbound side, it is backed up from Boston University all the way at the Logan Airport. Mass Pike on the westbound side is backed up from Logan Airport in Boston all the way out to the Prudential Tunnel, and then you hit the brakes again for the Boston University area all the way up to Natick here, so expect some delays on the Mass Pike here. 128 on the southbound side is backed up from Waltham all the way out to Route 9 in Wellesley. 128 on the northbound side is backed up from Waltham all the way out to Linfield due to an accident on 120 on the northbound side around 2A in Lexington, so expect some delays here. 93 on the northbound side is backed up from Zakin Bridge all the way out to Medford. 93 on the southbound side backed up from Somerville down to the Zakin Bridge. Route 3 on the northbound side is backed up from Route 62 in Bedford all the way up to Bill Ricker doing an accident on Route 3 in the northbound side before Route 129 and Bill Ricker, so expect some delays here. 93 on the northbound side is backed up after 495 and Andover, before Route 110 in Lawrence here. And 95 on the both ends, modified from 120 to New Hampshire border, and 95 on the northbound side. An accident after Route 113 up in Newburyport, so expect some delays here. Due to an accident on 95 on the southbound side before Route 113 in Newburyport, so expect some delays on the northbound side. Around the Newburyport area of Route 95 here. Route Everett Turnpike up in New Hampshire, a little slow. Due to an accident on Route 3 on the Everett Turnpike around Merrimack, so expect some delays. 93 in the northbound side is backed up from Route 20 in Salem down before Route 111A in Windham. Due to some road work on 993 northbound, and Spalding Turnpike is slow from south, a little slow from Durham all the way up to Portsmouth here, so expect little delays there on the Spalding Turnpike here. 495 slow in both ends from Lawrence all the way out to Lowell. Due to an accident on 495 on Route 3A in Lowell, so expect some delays. Another accident on 495 on the southbound side between 20 and 93 in Andover, so expect some delays there. And 290 on the westbound side is backed up from Route 190 to downtown Worcester. Mass parking on the westbound side is backed up from Natick to Framingham, doing an accident on the mass parking on the westbound side before Route 9 in Framingham, so expect some delays here. And 24 on the southbound side, slow between 495 and 44 in Taunton Raynham stretch. 146 on the southbound side, slow before Route 95 in Providence. 146 northbound, slow from 99 and Lincoln all the way up to North Smithfield. 295 on the northbound side is backed up from Route 37 down to before Route 6 in Johnston. 95 on the southbound side, it is backed up from Pawtucket all the way down to downtown Providence and all the way down to Route 37 in Warwick. 95 on the northbound side is backed up from 37 in Warwick all the way down to downtown Providence. 195 westbound side is backed up from 44 in East Providence down to downtown Providence on 95 here. Jamestown and Newport Bridge will modified. Route 4 low slow around the Exeter stretch in Rhode Island there. And Warden Sidemore Bridge is modified on Route 28. A little slow around the Bourne Rotary on Route 20 northbound in Bourne there. And take a look at the MBTA transit alerts here. Silver Line SL5 and SL4 experiencing minor delays due to traffic here on the Silver Line and the MBTA. On the commuter rail, Fairmont Line train 768 4:20 p.m. from Rayville currently delayed 10 minutes today due to late tournament equipment here. Franklin Line train 717 currently delayed 10 to 15 minutes today due to making extra station stop to accommodate passengers here. Peter Channel News on 513 here. And it is time now for a weather report here. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts here at 5 o'clock, 58 degrees. That temperature with fair skies, humidity 25%. Wind speed northwest about 12 gusts and 22 miles per hour. Barometer 284 inches. Dew point about 22 inches. Dew point 22 degrees. Visibility 10 miles of the. Alright, take a look at our current conditions around the region here. And it is beautiful. A spring fling today here. 54 degrees in Fitchburg, 53 in Bedford, 56 in Boston, 55 in Beverly, 55 in April, it's 46 in Gloucester, 52 in Worcester, 53 in Sturbridge, it's 51 in Webster, 56 in Milford, 55 in Norwood, 57 in Taunton, 57 in Plymouth, 55 in New Bedford, it's 45 in Falmouth, 44 in Chatham, 46 in Provincetown, 40 in Martha's Vineyard, and then Nantucket, it's 37 in Cape Cod Bay, 46 out in Block Island, 44 in Westlake, 55 in Providence, 54 in Smithfield, 57 in New York City, 58 in Islip, 51 in Montauk, 53 in Bridgeport, 58 in New Haven, it's 55 in Denbury, 54 in Waterbury, 56 in Meriden, it is 58 out in Hartford, Connecticut, 56 in Winslow, 52 in Springfield, Massachusetts, it is 55 in Greenfield, 51 in Athol, 44 in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 48 in North Adams, Massachusetts, 47 in Albany, New York, it's 55 in Glens Falls, 47 in Bennington, 45 in Railroad, Vermont, it's 49 in Rutland, Vermont, 50 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, it's 54 in Keene, New Hampshire, 51 in Jaffa, New Hampshire, 52 in Laconia, New Hampshire, 51 in Concord, New Hampshire, 56 in Manchester and Nashville, New Hampshire, 55 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and 53 in Portland, Maine. Here, Alright, let's take a look here. Surface map around the country shows station front from central British Columbia stretching down to 7 Alberta and down to Saskatchewan, merging on coast from northern North Dakota up to the extreme northern Minnesota and up in the North Ontario, and then the station front of Ontario merging with the coast front from eastern Ontario, stretching up to St. New York, down to northern New England, down to Nova Scotia, merging with the warm front down to Newfoundland and Labrador, and the pink front up in northern Newfoundland and Labrador, and a warm front down to the Gulf of Mexico, and a cold front from the Gulf of Mexico, stretching in Gulf states. Merging another cold front from Tennessee and another cold front stretching from North Carolina, stretching at the sea with a station front. And we got low pressure in eastern Tennessee, eastern North Carolina, and off the northeastern Mexican coastline here. And another low pressure down for southeastern California with a front from south central Nevada, down for southeastern California, down for the Gulf of California. And got a front off the California coastline here. Low pressure southwestern portions of Idaho. Further from southwestern Idaho down from northeastern Nevada. Get up further from south central Alberta down from central Montana down from north central Wyoming in there. And a line of further from east central Montana down for western Dakota, down for western Nebraska, down for east central portions of Colorado. And a get up further from north central Oregon down to central Washington State, down for British Columbia with a low pressure in central Washington State there. And we got high pressure in western Colorado and in western Oklahoma and southeastern Missouri and southeastern portions of Minnesota here. 37 degrees up in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Low pressure in 7 Alberta, down for Ontario here. It's 45 in Pittsburgh, 64 in Washington, D.C., 69 out in Atlanta, Georgia, 84 in Miami, 57 in Brownsville, Texas, 62 in Dallas, Texas. It's 70 out in Kansas City, 49 in Chicago, 54 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 66 in Omaha, Nebraska, 61 in Great Falls, Montana, 55 in Seattle, Washington, 63 in San Francisco, 67 in Los Angeles. It's 57 in Salt Lake City, Utah, 62 in Albuquerque and Denver, Colorado, and 81 out of Phoenix, Arizona here. Mild day on tap. Look at this beautiful day here in Norton here. As we take a look at the radar situation and show some snow, sleet, and rain showers, man. Covering much of Newfoundland there, and some spotty rain showers in central and eastern portions of Nova Scotia, and some snow showers in eastern and western portions of Quebec, and down for northeastern portions of Ontario here. And a line of rain showers from Virginia, covering much of east, northeastern, and western portions of the Carolinas. Down for central portions of Georgia, down for southern portions of Alabama, and covering much of Florida here. And a line of showers and storms from northeastern portions of Mexico, stretching in down for the Texas coast, covering much of Louisiana here. And a spotty patch of clouds covering with some rain showers covering much of south central California, and some spotty rain showers from north central California, and stretching up to western Oregon and Washington State, and covering much of Nevada, western Utah, and covering much of Idaho, western Wyoming, and up in western Montana, and some rain showers down for southwestern portions of British Columbia, and some rain, sleet, and snow showers in east central portions of British Columbia, and some spotty snow showers down for west central portions of Alberta here. Taking a look at the satellite loop shows the line of clouds coming to much of Mexico, stretching down the Gulf Station, merging down through Georgia, and then up in the Carolinas, down to Virginia, and stretching the Atlantic States and out to sea here. Covered in the Connecticut and then Rhode Island and southeastern Massachusetts coastline here. And another line of clouds coming to much of the western portion of the country and coming to much of British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, go down to Manitoba, down for western and eastern portions of Ontario here. And a line of clouds coming to much of western Quebec here. And a line of clouds from Quebec and up into Newfoundland there. Okay, let us take a look at our forecast discussion around the region here on this Wednesday evening there. Take a look at forecasts around the country here. Heavy rain for the lower Mississippi Valley, and temperatures will be 10 to 25 degrees above average over parts of the central northern plains states. A front extending from the Carolinas to the central Gulf Coast move off the southeast coast over the Atlantic by Thursday morning as a wave of low pressure over the western Gulf of Mexico will move northward to the Arctic on Friday morning here. The system will produce showers and thunderstorms along the central Gulf Coast to the southeast coast throughout the late Wednesday night here. The showers and thunderstorms headed over the southeast coast on Thursday morning as a wave of low pressure moves northward. Moisture from the Gulf of Mexico will move northward from the lower Mississippi eastward to the southeast coast on Thursday into the Friday as the moisture will override the associated battery producing showers and thunderstorms over the lower Mississippi into the eastern Gulf Coast on Thursday evening there. Light to moderate rain will develop over the parts of the middle Mississippi Valley, Tennessee Valley, and the Ohio Valley by Friday morning there. Low pressure over the northern high plains will move eastward to the upper Mississippi Valley by Friday as a system will develop light rain over the parts of the upper Great Lakes on Friday morning as disorganized upper level energy over the west coast will move inland to the Rockies by Friday. The energy will produce rain over the Pacific Northwest coast and North California coast on Wednesday evening away to parts of the Western Washington State by Thursday morning before ending by Thursday evening here. And area rain will develop over the part of the Novada Dramatic region into part of the Great Basin that will move eastward to the part of the Rockies, producing higher elevation snow and lower elevation rain on Thursday. There is rain and snow will wane to parts of the Central Southern Rockies by Friday morning here. Okay, let us take a look at forecast discussion around the region here. High pressure will move over to the regional line for a dry but cooler weather tonight and Friday. And low pressure will bring mainly rain to the region on Saturday. It's all for a period of freezing rain is possible at the onset. Scattered rain and snow showers may linger into the Sunday. Otherwise, a few fast moving systems to watch early next week with incidentally cold weather returning by next Wednesday and Thursday. And the trend in the forecast remains on track for this afternoon. A few meso sites have reported 6 degrees while portions of the Cape remain in the upper 46 onshore as winds have been brisk today as dry air continues to filter in the on for a decent amount of mix and expect winds to increase this evening here. And for the night, I believe shortwave will move throughout the floor tonight, bringing another weak front throughout the region as guidance shows that there may be enough moisture in the snow cliff as well as the low levels to trigger off some snow flurries overnight as best check location will be across northeastern Massachusetts as the front passes throughout the winds will pick up once again to a fairly dry air mass and very steep collapse rates. Its makeup will be on an increase closer to the dawn hours as temperatures overnight will be close to normal as winds will keep temperature from radiating out. Okay, let's take a look at our weather notes here. It was a fling with spring today as temperatures were in the 50s around the region here, and a cool and wet weekend as the temperatures hover around the normal high 44 degrees Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And I'm expecting this weekend storm system to be see more rain with a few hints of snow. And tonight's lows will see temperatures in the 20s for much of the region to around 30 degrees in Boston and New York City. Otherwise, generally in the 20s for much of the region here. And tomorrow we will be close to normal around 37 to 44 degrees around the region for tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow. Okay, we are under a hazardous weather outlook is in effect here. As hazard weather not expected times for tonight and day 2 for 7 Thursday through Tuesday. There will be a low risk of brief wind rise with will be met across western Massachusetts and Northern Connecticut on Thursday, and mainly rain is expected on Saturday. However, a period of phase rain is possible at the onset with the highest risk north of the Massachusetts Turnpike and away from the immediate coast as that's materialized as a phase rain advisory may be required for parts of the region. There will be a low risk but a few inches of snow across extreme northern Massachusetts at the onset of Saturday. But concern is higher for a period of freezing rain here. Okay, 7-day forecast it goes like this. For tonight, most of the coast got a low about 28 degrees, westward about 8 to 11 miles per size, 24 miles per hour. For Thursday, south got about 42 degrees, northwest about 9 to 15 miles per size, 34 miles per hour. For that, most of the coast got a low about 60 degrees, westward about 5 to 10 miles per hour, light after midnight here. For Friday, parts of the south got about 36 to 38 degrees, light and variable wind. Friday night, most of the coast got a low about 27 degrees, southward about 5 miles per hour. For Saturday, rain mid after 9 a.m., 142 degrees, chance of precipitation is 8%. Saturday night, showers made before 3 a.m., low around 32 degrees, chance of precipitation is 8% for Sunday. Chance of rain and snow showers, most of the coast got about 41, low about 23 degrees, chance of precipitation is 50% on Sunday, 29 to 30% by Sunday evening here. For Monday, most of the south got about 43 degrees. Monday night, chance of snow showers, most of the coast got low about 27 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. For Tuesday, a chance of rain and snow showers, Sunday podcast got about 42, low about 23 degrees, chance of precipitation is 30%. And for Wednesday, a chance of rain and snow showers, most of the coast got about 37 degrees of mostly sunny skies. And the chance of precipitation is 30%. Here's what a phrase of the day of the evening here. A clear and a cool day in tap tomorrow. Parents, you have a good evening with a good path today. We look forward to you for 11 o'clock report. Have a good evening.